Welcome to ChallengeForex, and today we're going to have a look at my thoughts on trades for the coming week, which pairs are actually lining up for a trade and which ones we're going to skip. I'm going to make this quick by cutting out the pairs that we are not looking at for trades, anything that I don't see a setup. So I'm only going to show the possible setups on this video just to make it a bit shorter. And first of all, we're going to start off with the Aussie CAD, and we're looking at a green zone here, which is a buy area, and we've touched this one several times, and that actually had a few winning trades already in this area. So we're still waiting for this one to come back into the green, and then we're going to take long again. We're looking at now the CAD Swiss, and we have a few areas drawn on the chart already, and we do have a red area that we are approaching here. This is a resistance level that has been tested multiple times before, as you can see, and we're looking for this one to go into this area and then close below with hopefully a big red candle, something like this one. If we do, that would be a great indication for a sell. And just so that you're aware, I'm actually doing the trades on a 4-hour chart, just using the 1-hour chart just to do the analysis. CAD yen, and this is pretty much the same with most of the yen pairs at the moment. We've seen a long trend upwards, and we do have a support zone drawn in, but at this point we're not sure if it's actually going to keep going up or if it will actually come back, because you can see here at the moment we've had a lot of green days in a row, pretty much almost a whole month full of them for the month of June. So let's see what happens with that one. If it does actually come back to this area, we will be looking to take it long. Okay, the Euro Aussie, and this one we have a support level that has now been flipped and turned into a resistance level. Looking at this one to come into the red zone and then close with a big red candle, and then if that is the case, we will take it short. So CAD, similar to the Euro Aussie, we're looking at this one to come into the red zone and taking short. Euro Swiss, we do have a support zone drawn, and we almost came down to this one, I think about almost 2 weeks ago now at this point, and that has actually reversed and started going up again. We can see that there was actually a small area here that it did come down to before it bounced, so it is possible that it didn't actually come into our zone. We might be skipping that one altogether. If it does come down though, we're looking at a long. Euro New Zealand, and we're looking at the same as the last couple of euro pairs that we looked at. On this one, we're looking for this one to come into the support area and take long. We have actually had it come into that area and take off to the upside. So I'm not sure if this is what's actually going to come back down again. It may continue to go up, but we'll have to wait and see, but looking for possible long. Euro dollar, we're in a trade from last week on this one at the moment in slight drawdown. It has actually come down a couple of times, but not actually hit our stop loss yet. We are hoping though that this one will actually take off to the upside. Just watch and see at this point. Okay, pound Canadian, we are actually in a green zone at the moment, so we're looking now to see if this is going to close below the zone or if it's going to close above the zone. So we're at this point looking for a big green candle to close in this area above the green zone, above the support zone. If it does happen to continue down, then this will be a flip zone, and we will change this to a resistance, and then we'll be looking at shorts. But at this point, I am still looking for longs. New Zealand CAD, we did actually have this down as a green zone for a support, but it did actually crash through this one. I think it was about the week before last, and so now this has actually flipped the zone, and we're looking now at this as a resistance level and waiting for this one to come back into this zone and taking it short. New Zealand Swiss, we are actually in a zone at the moment. We did have a trade in here a couple of weeks ago when we did have this one come down into the zone and then close a bit above on the 4-hour chart, which led me to take a buy, and it was actually a bad entry. It actually turned out to go against us straight away. So this is now in the area of a sell. We're looking for a big red candle to come in the next few days from this zone, and then we will take that one short. New Zealand yen, same as the other pairs, we're looking at this one to actually come back to create these around this area for a possible buy, but at this point I'm not sure if this is going to return or not, so let's wait and see. US Swiss, we are actually in a resistance area at the moment, looking for this one to either go further in and then close below, or to give us a big red candle. Something like this would be ideal, but who knows what we're going to get at this point. Let's wait and see. Looking for a big red candle, close outside of this zone or below this zone, and then we'll take that one short. Gold at the moment has been hanging around this same area for actually a couple of months. So this is June, this was May, and this was April. So April had actually went through this zone and then came back and retested several times. So we've actually hit it 1, 2, 3 here, one here, and watch it here. So we're looking at a retest of zone to take it long. It doesn't look like at this point gold is going to actually crash through. It seems to be just hanging around this zone for now. So looking for this one to actually go possibly into a green zone. It looks like these actually holding at this point. So let's just draw in a new zone. So we're looking for a long if gold comes back down to this area again. And that's it for this week. So this is for the week commencing the 1st of July 2024.